everyone. My name is Ken Tapp, and I am the CEO of Social Life Network. And for those of you listening today who are new shareholders to our company, Social Life Network, of course, trading under the ticker symbol WDLF, is a social networking and e-commerce technology incubator. That's a TBI for short. And our business model supports niche industry tech startups grow and eventually reach that liquidity event, such as an IPO or an acquisition by perhaps a larger company in the industries that they operate. Now, thanks for joining us today. We're going to mix it up a little bit here and start a whole new series this summer, interviewing the executives and the advisors in our company and the companies that we support in our Tech Incubator program. If you have not yet reviewed our business presentation video, as well as our slide deck, please do so by going to www.socialnetwork.ai/WDLF. Now, over the last few weeks since announcing the fireside chat that would be airing today, we have, of course, launched our new office here in Phoenix, Arizona, and have hired some amazing editors and podcast producers who actually are in the room with me today. We've had the pleasure of all of these new ideas and concepts that we've decided, you know what, let's start. Let's get going, and let's come up with this today, not next week or next month. And so the way this series is going to work is every day and every week throughout the summer, we're going to air or drop, as they like to say, a new segment on you. And each one will be, like I said, an interview with executives and advisors in each of these niche industries and the companies that we target as a tech incubator. And of course, today with me, I have some pretty special people, the one, the only, Todd Markey, as well as Mike Fuller, who is information officer for many of the companies, and Britt Glassburn, who is the CEO of LikeRE. And of course, a few weeks ago, you got to listen to Bo Lapointe, the president of LikeRE. So it's exciting to have everyone here in our studio here in Phoenix, Arizona. Todd, how's it going, buddy?
I'm doing quite well, Ken. You know, I'm pretty pumped today, actually. I'm always excited to be here with you, and especially excited to have Britt and Mike joining us. For those shareholders that have been following along our podcast, they've been introduced slowly to more executives from these industries, from our licensees, and they're getting a better window of some of the things that are going on behind the scenes. Now, we're especially excited today, being that we've got our new employees here. We're growing quickly. Our shareholders will be able to see a lot of the exciting developments that will be coming out of the company, and we'll be able to hear more in depth about the things that are going on with these specific industries. But before we get started talking about MJ Link, I first want to bring in Britt Glassburn, our CEO of LikeRE. Britt and I have been speaking a lot the last few days about the struggles of new and incoming real estate agents and some of the pain points that they experience in those industries. I want to give Britt the opportunity to talk a little bit about LikeRE and tell us a little bit about why we're doing this and helping these individuals.
Thank you, Todd. It's really fun to be here today. It's been so exciting to be down here and see the energy of the office. Super excited of the direction the company is going. So in 2016, we started LikeRE to help everybody in the real estate profession become better agents, to become better tradesmen, to become better title reps, to become better at their job. Technology is a leading factor in how everybody does their business. Mike, wouldn't you agree that today it's harder for the generations or these groups of people to come into real estate and be productive?
That's exactly why LikeRE was created. It was to connect the real estate agent, to help it grow, and to help everybody involved.
Yeah.
And I promise you, for your first year agents, you're going through struggles, you're going through hardships. Somebody in our network has done it, they've been there, they've lived it, and they learned the hard way, and they're looking to share and to impart their wisdom to you to help you grow. Now, that information flows both ways. From what we've learned from a recent study, 45% of brokers say that technology is their biggest challenge.
That's correct.
And that's where the new generation who are just starting, that's where they excel. So while older agents have the wisdom, the younger generation have the technology knowledge. So information is flowing both ways, and it's really creating a vibrant, interactive community.
I agree with you. Yeah, it's very fun to watch how these kids coming out of COVID-19 their struggles. They're going to have a lot harder of a time than we had when we first started out. You know, it's interesting. In the first year agents, only 13% make it into their second year. This technology will help those agents stay in the industry and grow.
Right. It's definitely hard, but what we like to say, it doesn't have to be. We're going to correct the education and we're going to create the connections for you to succeed.
I think that what the overriding theme here is we're helping the little guy. Isn't that right? These individuals that are underserved, that need a platform, that need a voice. And that's exactly what we had done in the cannabis industry, and part of the main reason why we decided to conceptualize the start of this company almost 8 years ago. Here was an industry that was developing and growing with practically endless potential, and the industry was being underserved, and in fact, they were being oppressed. I mean, you know, individuals were being imprisoned and judged in a way that was unnecessary. And now I think through a lot of the advancements that we have in information and with science and technology, we now know the real health benefits that this really kind of magical plant can help with. Government entities have kept this as a Schedule I drug and effectively kept this industry under prohibition. We now know there's time for change. Banking, marketing, social equity needs to come into this space and open the door for this multi-billion-dollar industry to help provide tons of jobs and tons of revenue at a time when we really need it.
I couldn't have said that better, Todd. In the cannabis industry, it's a brand new industry, right? So it doesn't matter whether you're a banker or an accountant, a plumber, a grower, it doesn't. You are new to the industry. And when you are new to real estate, coming out of school, gosh, we heard a statistic the other day that the Gen Z folks, they need to plan on having 7 different types of income. It's mind-blowing. And I'll bet you that most of our shareholders don't realize that they enter the workforce now and they need networks like RE. They need networks like HuntPost and FootPost and GolfLink and certainly MJ-Link and all of the networks. They need these networks to be able to learn as quickly as possible how to get into that industry, to get through those speed bumps as fast as they can. And if they don't, then they're moving on to the next gig. But they know already that they've got to go through 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 different things or more until they have enough things lined up in their life where they can earn enough income to sustain middle class and above. And so if you're listening and you're wondering, why are we going in these niche industries and why are we focused on being able to provide these type of platforms to connect professionals and consumers together, that's one of the biggest reasons right there. We can talk about all the different generations, but this is the generation, the Gen Z generation, you know, they've got it tough. And so we're going to be really focused on being able to provide the right tool sets and the connectivity so that they can make it through those early difficult stages of their career that you were talking about a few minutes ago, Brett.